everyone, how you doing today? Thought I'd take another look at the workshop and see what was out there. Today, all these creations that I'm showing are in vanilla. There's a range of creations of different types. And I also want to say I apologize for not getting a video out yesterday. I had some time issues and things like that. I did later on yesterday night work on that Creel space station quite a bit, and I will show you some updates at the end of this video. There'll be a timestamp for all these creations. So the very first creation here is by Helen Red, and this is the Kronshtadt, if I said that correctly. I'm not sure if I pronounced the name of the ship totally correctly, but this is it is a vanilla, or at least this version of it, a vanilla combat CV, and it is definitely set up for combat big time. So this is gonna be one of those using kind of a hybrid hull Xeno mix, set up for a lot of damage. Has decoys, has all those kinds of things you'd want to have for intense in-game combat. And has a lot of firepower on it as well. But right off at the overall looks of it, it is a really cool looking ship. Nice looking design. I love the texture light color scheme going on here. And this nice sharp front on it. It looks like a space frigate. You know, it really does. It's very nicely done, with all these different texture lights and the colors and the block work, and but for combat specs too. One thing you probably notice is this really wild and very cool looking turret barrage here on either side of the rear part of the hull, and that is that is cool. I like how that's done. All these turrets have a nice firing range. You know, they can a group can shoot over the previous group and so on. It's a nice looking formation and cluster to put in a lot of turrets in an area on a ship. I like how this was built up over here too. These different like formation mounts and things like that. It's a really cool look there. I like that, and it looks very functional to boot. So gotta love that. The rear of the ship, pretty cool to see too. I like this whole thruster housing over here, and then you've got a landing pad up on the top of that. You got your detector right back over there on the outside, which is pretty interesting. I like that. Different things like the texture light with the block work in front of it, giving you that almost like a grading appearance. I like how the landing gear work out too, and dock the ship looks sturdy. Looks like it would really work. And yeah, just a lot of this. I mean, this I think looks really cool on the inside. Now the hull of this ship is made of steel. Let me get the HUD on. It's made of steel, but it has some a fair amount of Xeno in it, but it's usually underneath the steel. And again, I'll show you what's going on with the front combat area of this ship here too. But let's go take a walk inside here, and I'm going to go to nighttime too. I'm going to put down that tool. I believe that our entry point is right over here, kind of towards the back of the ship. So right as you get in here, you got a armor repair and an armor locker. Pretty convenient, especially you go blow up some stuff, and now you're going to go loot it and want to make sure your armor's checked out. Something I failed to do so often when I was playing the game. Go start shooting up a POI with completely wasted armor. That's not a good plan. Actually, that's just not a good plan. Anything touches you at all, and you get hurt badly for that. So yeah, go up the elevator a little bit more from where you first come in, and then you've got looks like a full medical bay. So yeah, pretty much all your medical equipment plus your main medical bay. That's very convenient as well. Get all healed up right away. And then you hop up this elevator here, and you're right to a pilot seat. Again, really set up for gameplay. Really set up for quick. Hop in the ship, hop up here, fly the ship around. And I don't think this was the only pilot seat either. In fact, I feel I've missed one. Yes, here. So over here where we got some really cool generators. Yeah, it is nighttime. Pretty bright in this room, so there's a lot of lighting going on, and it definitely looks nice. I like this color scheme. It's kind of like using two different shades of gray, I believe, with the red in there, and some of the darker like blacks. It's a nice look. A lot of color fluctuation between each like area and part and things like that, and it adds a lot more luster and detail. Without, if it was just all one flat color, you wouldn't get that same look. We got our generators nicely packed away behind some armored glass over here on the sides. And let's see, if we go all the way to the top, we've been here already. We hopped up here to our first-person cockpit. And we got an access door from there that goes to the rear landing pad. Oh yeah, no, this is really cool. But again, this is definitely focused on combat, and that's kind of what it's meant for. Here, let's take a look at the hull in nighttime too, because there's a lot of texture lights and other lighting effects going on to really give this hull really cool luster in the dark or in space. I definitely like that. That's looks pretty neat. Kind of see that as a whole. Oh yeah, nice use of texture lights over the entire hull of the ship here. That is cool. That is cool. So, flying through the front here, because it is a combat ship. So I'm just gonna do a little God mode flying through the front hull. You would notice the setup in here where there's not living space, but it's all this red here is Xeno. And I'm sure this is all filled in, so that's why you don't see anything there. But what you've got is decoys, several decoys, decoy thrusters, decoy generator, decoy turrets, and not just one, but many of them going all the way back. In this whole area is really set up to be smushed. Like you could really tank something here from the front of this ship for quite a long time. Before you would have any kind of damage that would shut down your ship. I mean, it would have to go through a lot before that happens. And then deeply embedded in here are also some other parts like rocket launchers, which have a long tube. I believe there's or not. Yeah, this is vanilla. So these are rocket launchers. So I was going to call them artillery launchers, but they are rocket launchers in vanilla. And so you got those 4 tubes that I'm seeing here, and then it's just interesting how this is set up. But yeah, it's really designed to take just major impact. Like it almost appears to me that you could lose like probably the first 2/3 of the ship easily and be flying around as normal and be all intact. So that is the kind of build it is. It is really meant to take out big nasties in the game. So let's take a look at some specs here. Start with, we're size class 6, about an 18-hour build time. Obviously with a combat ship using turrets and things like that, it's going to use a fair amount of estrium and zirconium. Not an excessive amount, just, the weapons, the guns, some thrusters, generators, a lot of that stuff will use that kind of thing there. 10 fuel tanks. Motion wide. Now again, this is vanilla, so pretty quick. 81 ms strafing, 112 forward, 158 lifts, 119 down, and 79 reverse. So quite maneuverable for sure. CPU wise, it uses most of the 10 million Tier 4 vanilla CPU. Not a whole lot left over, but enough to add more guns and things. Probably quite a few if you really wanted to. If you're playing that way, I probably would add more turrets, but I need as many as I could possibly put on something, or I'll probably die. So yeah, obviously here's our Xenoblocks. There's a lot of almost 5,000 Xenoblocks in here, and then we also have combat steel blocks and then steel blocks. So it's kind of a hybrid mixed hull material. It's set up where the Xenoblocks are going to be your toughest for the weight that they use, but they don't texture well. So with something like this, the Xenoblocks are more on the inside, and you have like steel blocks or other blocks over that, which allow you to actually texture it and make it look nice. And that's kind of what was done here. And then a lot of that inside area was filled in, and obviously designed to take a whole lot of hits, especially on the front side. So let's see, what else do we got here? Storage. So we got an ammo controller at 320k, second ammo controller at 320k, a couple cargo boxes, and a repair station. So yeah, exactly as I would expect. This is very combat focused, and therefore that's where its storage is. It's got two 320k ammo controllers, and just a little bit of a couple cargo boxes. So it's very focused on what it's doing. It's not necessarily a ship for all tasks, but it is. I would expect it to be do a really good job with the task it was made for, and that is combat. So very cool ship here again. This is the Kronshtadt. Oh man, I'm having a hard time with it. I think I said it better before, but I probably said it wrong then too. But this is by Helen Red. This is very nice design. Definitely like it. So next here we have I believe a revision of a ship that was looked at before in here, and this is the IDO Fortuna 1.7 T2 by Isaac Dark, and this is a low cost, low player unlock SV, just a good all around SV that you don't not too expensive, doesn't require a high player level, has some armament on it, so you have a pair of Gatling guns and then a minigun turret. Definitely a nice looking ship. I like the color scheme of it. So I like the aerodynamics and the cockpit area, how that was set up. Cool looking piping going on here too, of that front wing area. Looks like it's pretty thrusty even too. I'm looking at the thruster counts and what type they are, and looks like it would maneuver pretty good. I do believe the hull on this one is steel. Yep, steel hull. I would expect that. I wouldn't expect anything different, especially with a lower level creation or lower player level unlock creation. So let me switch over to night lighting here. We'll take a look at the interior, and I do like the interior. It's kind of like everything is kind of built into into the walls and displayed nicely. Especially I love these how these passenger seats are put in here. That looks really cool. The block work along the side here, where it looks like you have a shelf over here. Put your coffee over there. Have your display screen right on the front here. Monitor your stuff. Different screens on either side. And in back we've got a O2 station, fridge, controller, storage controller, constructor too. Wi-Fi, armor locker, and it looks like another controller there. This looks like it might be like a location maybe where a part gets added, possibly a detector or something like that. That's the first thing that would come to mind. And our cockpit display. Oh, I like the LCD work here. We got our turbine control, flight systems. Looks like all kinds of neat stuff. It's cool how they're angled around there too. That's a nice looking display there. I like that. Yeah, the lighting looks good. Yeah, it's a very nice looking ship here. I like it. So on its specs, this is another area where it's really going to shine. Here is the it's a CPU tier 2. Obviously, this is vanilla. 15,000. It uses 15,000 on the nose. So yeah, it's I'm sure the author was playing around with this, trying to get these numbers to come out right. You know, and that's cool. You can tell there's some extra work put in there to be that tight on your CPU. Definitely like that. So let's see some other specs here. Hour and 35-minute build time. Not requiring any rares, no Xeno, no none of that stuff. It's gonna need some Cobalt, some Neo, but very little. And other than that, it's just pretty much straightforward stuff. Mostly a little bit of titanium rods, typically titanium from POIs and stuff. Not uncommon at all. So very inexpensive, quick build time for an SV. Size class 1, got 6 fuel tanks in it. Moves around pretty good. You got 40 forward, 40 lift, 27 down, 27 strafing, and 27 reverse. So it looks like your two more powerful thrust directions are exactly what I would have done too, which is your forward thrust and your lift thrust. Speaking of storage on here, what do we have? So we got a fridge, we got ammo 1, which is about 700. Ammo 2, same. And then we got equipment, which is 1,500. And then storage, which is a little over 14,000. So yeah, you know, nicely set up. Nice. You would want some storage like this, you know, if you're running around the planet POIs, picking stuff up. Yeah, it's just a good all-around ship. I mean, you can shoot down some drones with it. You can bring your buddies. You can get it in game cheaply and at a pretty low level. Oh yes, speaking of the unlock level, didn't read that off. Unlock level 7. So very nice, a practical SV. Looks very functional and should do what it was intended to do just fine. I didn't see other specs in here like a shield, or maybe that's, you know, but. Oh, sorry, those doors. They blasted my ear. I had a few of them open at the same time. It's not the creation's fault. It's just some of these ramp. I forget how loud they are in vanilla. I got used to Reforged Eden, where a lot of these sounds got a little quieter with ramps and louver doors and things like that. But yeah, no, this is set up nice. I like the cockpit in this front look here too. Very nice practical SV. So next we have the Star Wars Defender, and this is by Barefoot Hillbilly, and this is I do believe a replica from a Star Wars ship, and a very nicely done one too. Really cool looking ship. I think I've seen this ship in one of the movies before, but I could be mistaken. I don't know. I definitely like that color scheme going on here. So it's kind of got this off, I don't know, kind of almost like a copper color, and then some grays, and a lot of intricacies, details, piping, other things like this, just block formation right here. Looks like we got a radar on the one side. I like the front end of this too. Cool looking ship, really is. It's different, you know, with the bigger nose area, and then the just round formations in here. Cool looking landing gear too. I like that, and especially how the blocks come down to a round block here on the sides. Nice looking trim around here, like the white line added there. That's cool. And I know how to get in it. Woohoo! Looks like we got some hidden retractables in here. For turrets, that is. Oh, this is pretty cool. I like this whole formation, the ring, the slopey, curvy blocks, and it's got a door right through the middle of it. That's cool. Then your rear thruster housings here. Yeah, those are pretty cool too. Nice big block work around the thrusters, multiple layers in there. And this whole other area built up, and then this in front of that. That is pretty cool. It's a nice little touch over here too. This kind of just out of the blue, like going around here, it's got this extra like shielding piece or something to protect it. Little flaps. So that looks cool. Yeah, nice looking ship. Nice looking ship from the outside. So let's go take a walk inside here and see what's going on. Looks like we come up on this nice big ramp here. Yeah. So as soon as we walk in here, we got this cool looking kind of entry room. Triple staircase there. That's pretty neat. It looks like there's a walkway balcony over the top there. I like this the use of the round on the inside here, going into a different hallway section here too. So over here we've got our teleporter nicely on a sensor. And what's in this room? Oh, looks like a place to chill and eat over here. Got some storage controllers, or at least one over there. Very nice. Like this, like these rings, this round framing formation in the mix there. That looks really good, and kind of backed up by a little more round at a different angle going around this section here. And then of course our entry door coming into the whole area, and the round section coming in here. That actually that looks really cool. It looks like it's well done. Oh, hey. So here we got our bridge again with some round framework, a little bit different block used on this room for that, on there, and again the round on the front. It looks really good. It's because it's not just round. Because it's kind of mixing in both the wedge blocks and the round blocks, and it creates a really nice look together. And I like, this looks nice. This looks nice. I like this multi-layered block work too, where it's kind of like you've got some depth into the walls of it. And looks quite functional here too. So we got looks like a couple pilot seats, and then a passenger seat here in this in the bridge area. Cool looking front display here, like this like star map projected using a deco part there. That is very nice. Cool looking window frame here too out the front. And yeah, deco items, everything is very detailed. Like it. So we've been down that hallway. Let's keep on going around here. So where does this go? So we got a looks like a crew room here. We got our shower and toilet and some bunk beds. And yeah, it kind of looks like this one was done right. I like this the ladder. I did this same formation with the same part on a recent build, and I didn't do the ladder thing, and I got called out for it because it looked kind of stupid. But this ladder ties it in. That made it work. I should have done that. Nice thinking. That works out pretty nice. I definitely like that, and it looks very nice and detailed doing it this way too. Save space, having so many beds above one another. So over here, over here is not the same thing. So over here it looks almost like this is an area for some gunners sit in here and take control of a turret. I would guess. Fit in the Star Wars Engineer pretty good too. So over on this side, so this side. Yeah, so it looks like all these rooms from one side to the other are different. So over here, we got a different room, and this is cool. So this has got another hangout area. Span, Son of Yoda, X-Wings and Droids, Wild Wampas, Trash Compassion. Wookiee hairstyles for you. Cute. Like, yeah, this looks nice. Again, that blend of the round with the framework and the coloring and things like that. It looks really nice in here. Up here we got a fridge, a food processor, a couple fridges, a whole kitchen counter area, place to sit and eat. Yeah, nice looking room, nice looking lighting. Everything about it really, really well done. So that was our gunner position. Let's head back this way. Yeah, this looks really cool. Let's take a look at the kind of the raised and then indented flooring in here, with this like almost like a hologram display type built in here. That's really cool. Kind of a blend of using blocks with some deco console pieces. Neat lighting on there. I like how that's all built up on the top there too. It makes it look like it's a whole thing. It's its whole piece, kind of a centerpiece of this room. Definitely, literally. So yeah, it's a cool looking framework, and how the ceiling has been beveled in and up as well. I like that. And then it looks like we got a pretty sweet looking display here of a shield and a warp core out back. Nicely detailed there. It looks like there's going to be some more interior space down in that section here too, but that's nice and sealed off. Keeps the rads and everything away from the interior space, and in case there's a breach, that also helps protect the interior space. So we've got some more of these round door mechanisms over here. Oh, this looks cool. Oh, airlock. I like how this looks. It just has that authentic, you know, design. It's, you know, it's not trying to be like super luxury or anything. It just has that more of a realistic tone to it. And then some color fluctuations in here, doing some of the grays, some of the blacks, a bit of a brown, alternative shades of gray. And we go out to a nice looking LCD here for airlock. Yeah, I bet you this comes out, yep, right through the outside there. Let's go to the other side, I'm just curious. Oh, yeah. Like everything else in the ship, this room is different than the room on the other side. In fact, this one has this area that goes down this way. Huh. That's cool. I like the ladder. I like how the floor is using thin blocks here too. It makes that look a lot more realistic than a full block would be, or even a half block, because that would be close to the actual thickness you would expect the floor to be. Very nice. Oh, quite a bit of space down here. So it looks like we got a constructor armor repair, O2 cargo boxes, repair console, and a repair bay. Cargo boxes there. And oh, so here it is. What's this? Aha! Look at that. This is how you get stuff in to repair it. So looks like this would be for not something super big, but you know, an HV or an SV that can fit through the opening. You can get it up and repair that over here, right inside the ship. That's cool. I like that. And over here, it looks like we've got a medical bay. And we do. It looks like, yeah, seeing all our medical parts plus some extra stuff. Main med bay there. Some boxes. Oh, yeah, I like the operating tables here next to the beds here. So fix people up on the beds. That's a nice touch for a med bay. And this O2 coming down from the ceiling on this pipe. Almost looks like you could like move it around the room like a dentist office. That's cool. Nice way to display that. And let's see. Then we're into the lower part of engineering. So we've seen this through the top room there, but this is it actually lets you walk up in here too. So we've got our generators, and O2, and all kinds of parts in the area. Nice little catwalk up here. Oh, we got some side rooms here too. Oh, thruster room. Nice. I like how this looks. The one texture, yeah, it's a neat looking texture on there, the way that's done. So we got a big thruster that we can get access to over here. It did have the warning here too that this was a big red flag that area is going to be hot and full of heat and rats probably. I bet you this would be the same. Yep, another thruster access room. But even for such a cramped little space in here, it really looks nice. You know, because of the deco, the lighting, the color changes, the texture changes. I mean, this is a tiny little space, but yeah, it looks really nice, even at that. And especially you get to show off some of the nice detailed looking parts, especially with the thrusters and things like that. Maps, shield, warp core. No, it's a neat layout on this ship too. I like it. I like the aspect that there's so many asymmetrical areas to it. In fact, most of the interior seems to be asymmetrical entirely, except for maybe like maybe walking in the opening room here. Yeah. But yeah, it takes more time and effort to do it to make each room on each side different. But you know, it adds a lot more to see inside the ship too. So. If you're willing to put in the time to, you know, it'll extend the build time on your creation, but it'll be more to look at in the end. So, a lesson I'm trying to always learn too. So yeah, no, this is really well done. I'm really liking this. This is it's a cool looking you know, design on the outside. The interior's very nicely done. It looks like it would have a lot of decent function here, but let's take a look at our specifications. So it moves forward really fast, 194 ms. Strafing's 20, 56 lift, 96 backwards, 37 down. We've got 4 retractable cannon turrets, 4 pulse lasers, and a detector. So vanilla builds, you're not going to see like your long-range radar or those Reforged Eden parts on here. Has a huge amount of fuel tanks, 47 fuel tanks, 4 generators, unlock level 5. Let's take a look here. What did I say? Unlock level 5. I meant size class 5. Unlock level 25. Sorry about that. CPU tier 4. It doesn't use a lot of the vanilla tier 4, so you basically could add anything you really wanted on here. You got a ton of extra CPU to put whatever you'd want on the ship. Base hull material is hardened steel, it looks like. Oh. Yeah, it's something I've been looking at too. You know, when you build these creations, it's another element you really got to think about on, you know, how much thrust it's going to have, how big is it going to be, what kind of ship is it, you know, is it combat or whatnot. Then start determining, you know, what hull material you want to build something out of. And you know, a lot of times I'll start a project and it might be one hull material, and then later on when I get further into it and realize that, hey, I want it to be a little faster or a little tougher, I may switch the hull material. And in some cases to hybrid hull materials, in other words, where you're using mixed materials and putting like one material, like a tougher material, by places that need more protection, and then switch to another material in other areas that don't need as much protection. It gets tricky. All these things are going to make your build time longer and a lot more decision making when you're doing it. But yeah, it all is like a bonus, you know, in the end, depending on how much time and effort you want to put into the creation or what it was for, if it needs that kind of thing. Love the look of these side turrets too. I forgot to mention that when I was walking by. That looks cool, and I think what really sets it off is this whole shaping here of the turret mechanism itself. Obviously, it's got our pulse lasers here, but then also the embedded backing for it too, with the same kind of round angle that would match from here to here. Essentially speaking, it looks like this would be in its out position right now, and it would actually like move in and fit into this spot here. And I think that was the intent of that too, and it looks really cool that way. Good planning, good thinking on that one. Definitely like that. All right. Well, anyway, God, did I miss anything? Did I miss? Oh, I missed the storage. I bet. I hit the wrong button. All right. So the storage on this one. What do we got here? Looks like a lot of cargo boxes and things, which we definitely seen through the ship. But I'm looking at this area here. So it looks like we've got 1, 2. Whoops. Looks like 4 320K main storage and a 320K ammo storage. So I'd say 5 320Ks, and then a lot of cargo boxes and things. So quite a bit of storage on it as well. Yeah, really cool ship. Definitely like this one. Awesome work on that. You can tell there's a lot of time and love put into it, making this, and that's what makes Empyrion fun too, is when you really get into what you're building, and you're really just trying to do everything, look at every area and tweak it out to the best of your ability, and just go from there. Very nice creation so far here. So now I actually got this little guy over here, and this is a starter base. This is, where's my list here? This is the Respite by Ente, and this is a starter base for vanilla, and it's a cool looking design. It's pretty small. I mean, obviously compared to a lot of the other things I got spawned in here right now. Nice looking design and shaping. It's got a lot of fluctuation here, and it doesn't look like it has any power. My bad. There we go. And I would also say it looks totally asymmetrical too, so I don't see anything really dealing with symmetry. This might be in a formation, but that's it, and it's offset to one side over here, so a completely asymmetrical starter base. Nice looking design. It's got a lot of complexity for its size. Let's take a pop in here. So yeah, looks like okay, so we got a generator over on the side here, fuel tank. These would be some storage containers, cargo extensions, my fault. Wireless, ammo box, probably 14K ammo, small constructor, main constructor. Almost 110K storage there. And it looks like I got it partially buried here, but it looks like some upgrade options in this area here. What does that say? Can I probably can't read it. It could be a V or a Y or a W, or looking at the size of it, my first guess would be almost like you could almost fit a shield here, but yeah, maybe if it was, maybe not quite. I think you could, if you put in a shield starting at this location here and remove that light and that light, I think a shield would fit in here. It's got that 3x3x3 area. I don't think you'd probably put a shield in a starter base necessarily like this, but it's almost like you could if you wanted to, or add some other parts and functionality in here. Obviously, it's meant to be inexpensive and a starter base, so the true specs on this one are really going to be here. Taking a look at its stats. So unlock level 7, not bad at all. Wow, look at that build time. God, it's just a little bit under 16 minutes. Nothing special. In fact, not even big numbers of what's here. Now this is vanilla, and I'm used to looking at Reforged Eden specs mostly, so I know these numbers are a little bit smaller than what they would be in Reforged Eden. But still, you cannot deny that you're going to get a fully up and running base here in about 16 minutes. and with two minigun turrets on it. You're gonna need that, you know, because the drones want to shoot you as soon as you spawn into base or something. So that is definitely helpful. And then yeah, unlock level 7. CPU wise, tier 1 doesn't use near even what's available at tier 1. So we've got it's only using 80,000. No, I'm sorry. It can use up to 80,000 without adding any more CPU blocks or any CPU blocks, and only using a little under 33,000. Very practical. Yeah, and our Wi-Fi over here too. Yeah, nice quick spawn base. Looks really nice. Nice block work and layout and things like that. And I mean, it's quite small. So I mean, for what's going on here, there's a lot of detail in that small package. So next one here is this guy here. This is the Port Tortunga by Stellar Titan, and this is a POI, and this is a special POI made out of a like an asteroid. And first impressions, it looks pretty darn cool here. Let me just fly around the body. Now this, I believe now to date, would be the second of this type that I've looked at, and these are rare. Trust me, I have not seen many creations done with actual like terrain or meteor stuff. It adds in a whole nother element in building, which is a really cool element. I do believe that will automatically force you to only make a POI out of it, though, because I think it would be illegal to have this spawned in as like your player base in game. But it does work totally cool as a POI. And wow, this is looking really nice. I love this. That looks great. Just kind of like looking at all the intricacies. Like you've got your main meteor here, but all these things that have been added in all over the place through it. Oh yeah, and this is like built in an angle here too. That is cool. Love how this meshes here with the blocks versus the terrain blocks. All the different detail stuff going on. Like this piece over here. This looks really cool. Well, what was that? Ah! Okay, there's something trippy going on down there. I'm gonna stay away from that. It's gonna bite. Oh yeah, just like this over here. Like, you know, this looks like some kind of docking bay for some specialized thing or something. But whatever it may be, it looks really nice. The detail and how this is arranged in here just looks really wonderful. In fact, oh yeah, okay, so here's. Oh, is this the ship itself? Is this like a small little ship? I don't know. There's like this one down here, but it's like different color, and it looks like it's like a little taxi kind of spacecraft in itself. That's cool. That is definitely cool. All right, you know what? I'm seeing so much neat looking lighting stuff. I'm gonna have to look at this in the dark here. Checking out like these LCDs and stuff. Like, wow, doesn't that look nice? These are some good looking LCDs. Some good looking like advertising, like commercial LCDs. Arnold's Armor. It's almost like a ANSI text picture behind the lettering and stuff like that. That is cool. And look at all the intricacies even in this, like the stuff going on in the background at different color tones, things like that. And wow, yeah, all this stuff. That looks great. This one's same difference. Look at all the stuff going on in the background and the layers on this LCD. That is cool. All over the place. That looks wonderful too. The shaping here. Yeah, that really looks good. And this is one of these more high-tech LCDs where you can make a really long one with certain codes in it to make something like this. Normally it would stop you to make an LCD no more than 5 blocks in length, but there is a way to cheat that through the coating of the LCD. So it'd be something, you know, interested to look at. I haven't done it myself. I was told how to do it. I was shown how to do it. I just haven't done it yet. Someday I will come up with a neat use for something like that, I think. So let's go in here. I don't know where I'm exactly entering this at, but yeah, right off the gates, yeah, this looks really good. Love the lighting. I'm seeing multiple different, there's some different light colors and like more of a blue tone, more of a cyan, going into more of an orange tone over here, and exceptional, just a lot of detail, especially an element that this is going to add in that you can't normally do on like a player base or anything like that, is mixing in terrain with it, which that is cool. That is really, really cool how that effect looks. I love it. So weapons checkpoint over here. Look at this, and you're walking through this block corridor, you know, really detailed, and then you go into like a cave section here. That's cool. Obviously a POI spawn there, or a spawner of some origin. Oh, look at that, and the lighting on the cave section here. And that's okay, so that walks through to, oh yeah, okay, so we came across to this hangar we seen from the other side here. Man, look at all the different light colors and stuff going on in this one area. That's it. That is impressive. And all the you got to shape all this terrain around here to create this kind of look too. And I know that the terrain shaping tools in this game aren't exactly wonderful. So yeah, that's cool. It's almost like made a border frame here out of the terrain, and then it's backed by a blockwork framework. Very good looking block framework as well. I'm gonna roam through here. Oh my goodness. Whew. Yeah. Wow. Look at this thing. It's got stuff going on everywhere, and it's so detailed. Lighting looks so good, and the adding the element of the terrain in the mix. Yeah, man. You know, there's a lot of scenes here that, you know, if you showed me a shot and I didn't see necessarily any like prefab part or something in Empyrion, I would probably think it's a different game. And it's probably mostly based around having this as a you know, a design element in your creation. Gosh, look at this thing. Looks like it's got a lot of room in here too. I'm just kind of like walking around these different zones and areas here, looking in this grand corridor area here, different businesses and shops. I wouldn't think this is a shoot 'em up kind of POI. This is more of like a commercial hub. You know, you dock and buy fuel and chill out and stuff like that. So curious. I like how that's done. I like the so we got a security area, some cells over here, bathroom. What's this? The Green Thumb. Oh, is this a farm? Oh yeah, little farm area over here. Again, different colored lighting to back it. Wow, even a place for the owner of the shop to live back in it. That's cool. Man, this is quite a place to tour. What do we got here? Armed guard. Oh yeah, the weapons checkpoint. Oh, is this the same area I was at before? No, I don't think so. Station control. I look at all this stuff. I mean, this is like overlooking over that big landing area out there on the front, out at the back. Oh yeah, there's a gun there. Control person there. Wow. Oh, I'm getting lost. This thing's got a lot A lot of space in it. Looks like we got some crew rooms over out in this section here. Yeah, just stuff like, you know, like the pipes going through the dirt. That's cool. That's cool. Oh, look at that. Got a core. Oh man, the effects you're pulling off with this. Yeah, that's really creative here. Love it. Love it. That's just seeing stuff that you know, like for some things I'm working on, I'm thinking how cool it would be to have this kind of look. You know, maybe not this necessary texture for what I'm working on, but the shaping and the smoothness and how the light bounces off from that in a lot smoother way than it normally would off from blocks. That looks really nice. Looks really nice. Shield room. And yeah, also accurately shaping that terrain to do this. That's wonderful. So we got a shield over here. Oh yeah. Oh, look at this chamber. Oh, so you can actually see this right through the top. Kind of cut out with this whole glass frame built around it. I'm almost a little speechless here. I tell you what though, everywhere I look looks amazing. I mean, I can't turn my head anywhere and just see something that isn't like stand out and exceptional looking. So really a lot of kudos to the author. This is very nicely done. I can imagine this took a long time to do. Let me get down to this lower floor area here. Oh, there's Arnold's armor. God. Yeah. That mixed block terrain. Liking that. Oh, look at this. This is almost like a cavey room over here. Look at the backdrops of all this stuff. Buy, sell, loan. The red light, the green light down in here. The cave, the non-cave areas. Weapon disposal. Oh, no kidding. It's actually got a little hatch door out going up this side here. You throw your weapons out the airlock there. Nice. God, look at that. Look at that. Yeah. I don't even know what other praise I could give this, but this looks really good. I know most people when they're up on the workshop probably avoid POIs to sub them and things like that, because unless you're setting up a scenario or something to put that POI in, it's not going to do much for you unless it gets put into the main game or into like Project Eden or Reforged Eden. But man, give this author some support anyway. I mean, seriously, this is it's well deserved, and I really hope we end up seeing this, if not already, in the game and in Project Eden and Reforged Eden. It's well deserving of all of that. Yeah, I'll stop looking at it now, but man, you can see this. I mean, I'm not making this up. This looks amazing. Absolutely amazing. Big kudos to the author here. And again, this is the Tortunga by Stellar Titan. And Stellar Titan really pulled off quite a hat trick here. This thing is amazing. And I'm sure that was a lot of work to do. So, yeah. Give him some support, please. I don't know the person. This doesn't have anything to do with that. It's just when you see that kind of level of creations, and it's especially made to be a POI. It's just, yeah, man, support that, support that. So next here is another POI, and this one I kind of randomly pulled off new releases, and this is the UT. No, it isn't. Yeah, it is. Hold on, I'm looking at my little list on the side here. This is the UT Starhenge by XL Jedi, I do believe. Did I get that right? I'm pretty sure I did. No, I did not get that right. This is the UT Starhenge by, yes. How could I miss that? I'm sorry, I apologize for that. This I do believe I found. This is the one I found off new releases. This is a POI. This is the Crowndot Data Hyperlink by Ramachandra POI. And I apologize when I butcher a lot of these names. I've never seen these words before, and I'm just trying to sound about, basically. So yeah, look at this. Look at this. This is a pretty crazy architectural build here too, with some really elaborate looking stuff going on here, like these turret mounts. Now, again, this is a POI, so this is not a turret you put on a non-POI creation. But yeah, that's some serious shaping here. In fact, some of what I'm seeing here does remind me a bit of some of the past work I've seen from Solustacor. Just for some reason, some of the blockwork style in it. Not that it's anything necessarily like any of those other creations, but it's really cool. And I love these turret mounts too. That's some serious shaping there. Kind of multi-layered angled pattern. Really cool. Very artistic. Same thing going on with the trim along the main structure here too, like almost like hieroglyphics or something like that. Huh, very cool. This section here kind of reminds me of what you might see in, like, I don't know, some kind of Egyptian themed stuff, but not really, because it's not really like sandstone. It's cool though. I like it. So let's walk in here and see what's going on. Looks like we got a blast door here. Now this is a POI, so it's probably got a course planned out for it. So I'm just kind of roaming through here a bit randomly. I'm not really trying to like shoot up the POI or know what exactly happened with that or what the switches are gonna do. Oh, it's interesting. It looks so. We got like an alien language LCD here for these guys. Did that go anywhere else? Okay, so that looks like just this room. Obviously, some stuff's gonna spawn in and probably shoot you. Let's go to the room next to it here. Oh yeah, yep. Looks like yeah, this stuff gonna be shooting you. Well, looks cool. Different color scheme on the inside here. It's a lot of bold colors on the inside versus the outside. Oh yeah, interesting. Let's do the lighting thing here a second. Oh, doesn't look like there's a light in here. Okay, so let's not do that. Again, yeah, the alien language LCDs. Interesting touch there. Yeah, it's kind of cool. At one point in time, I toyed with that idea when I was first starting Creel to do like all the LCDs where they were trying to be an alien language. Then I realized that's kind of counterproductive if you're actually using whatever that creation was to read what was going on. But for a POI, I could totally see it, and this is that makes a lot of sense. There's a lot of levels here. I don't want to necessarily run through the whole POI or anything like that and show you stuff, but yeah, that looks cool. Look at that. And each one of these is like a different alien language, different characters and stuff like that. And Oh, very cool touch. Very cool touch on that. The plants and walking down. Yeah, there's quite a bit of space in here too. By looking at the outside, I wasn't sure if it was going to have a whole lot of room on the inside, but it does look like it has quite a lot of interior space too. That's cool. And then on the top section here, it looks like this big, God, I would say this is some kind of gun, or at least or transmitter, something like that. Looks really cool though. I definitely like that. A lot of shaping going on here, and a lot of artsy design as well. Creating an alien faction. Again, love these love the turret mounts here too, and this whole base platform. Really cool work here. Very nice, very nice. And again, since these the POIs, the specs really don't make much of a difference to the player, so I haven't really been looking at, like, you know, how much storage they got on a POI or what their unlock level is and all that stuff, because it doesn't really matter. This is a different part of the game where you're not going to be spawning this in for a player. Just so you know why I didn't cover that on the last two creations. So again, this is the Crowndot data hyperlink by Ramachandra. It is a dedicated POI. Very cool. Very cool. So last here, this is the Starhenge. So I noticed this looks like a nice, I don't know, medium-sized space station. Going to the ring format. I do like how these different ring sections are kind of like joined together. Like you've got this hallway section that's got this kind of connector in between there, and then kind of with that fluctuation as it goes around the outside of it. I do think that looks pretty cool. Cool elevator system going down here. It looks like it's pretty much open right on the bottom. So let's hop in here and see what's going on. Okay, so we got a gravity generator kind of in this main central section here. Seeing like each side area is color coordinated a little bit different here. So we've got our and different symbols and colors. So I guess this definitely says medical. So let's go this way. Check out the medical. Okay, so it's pretty much empty right now. Looks like it's kind of meant for you to add in your own the medical parts. Probably trying to keep the cost and level unlocked down. Very cool. And let's see. This does kind of wrap around underneath there as well. So yeah, this is all part of medical still. And here we've got our showers and toilets and things like that. And well, you could put the medical parts down here as well. So it's basically got two floors for it. And bedding, nice window. Okay, so then this would kind of get us around the outer ring here. Oh yeah, so it looks like these outer ring pieces are designed for a smaller vessel to land here. I would guess, like kind of like some docking bays for like SV or something like that, or even HV. But you can move those around in space just very slowly. That's cool. So that's yeah, interesting use of the space here on the side, kind of like an inner docking ring that faces to the inside. That's cool. So then it looks like we're getting into our farm section here. Probably grow light switches, I bet. Yep. And that is cool. So it's kind of like each one of the sides is separated to its own thing there. Now, just to let you know, I added this generator to this base myself. This wasn't here when I was first looking at it. There's one issue that I ran into myself before too, and it's with the solar creation like this one, and it does have quite a lot of solar panels on the top, and they're, I would think that they should be getting some pretty good light right now. But even at that, what happens so often is if you don't have a backup generator, which this one did not have right off the gates, it just intermittently is turning on and turning off all the time. It has a fuel tank, but it didn't have a generator. So, and when I was first looking at it, just trying to know my way around a little bit, it kept on turning off on me. So I ended up plopping that just the cheapest generator possible, which totally fixes the problem. So to the author that made this too, just keep that in mind, or any excuse me, or any like solar based design. Relying on just solar and the capacitor for that usually is not enough. They will you know, unless a huge array, huge storage capacity. But in every time I've tried to just go straight solar, I would have the same problem where you'd see it like turn on and turn off and turn on and turn off, and I couldn't even explain it, because to me the amount of solar panels on here in the environment, the daytime environment that I'm in, I wouldn't think it would have that problem, but it still did. So that's why I slapped in the generator so it would stay on all the time. And I would just recommend doing that, even if it does have solar. It's just the way the game mechanics kind of work. I don't know what happens, but it's really annoying when it's when you're trying to do stuff and it's like on and then it's off and then it's on and then it's off. So just something to point out there. All right, so this side, I don't think I've been on this side yet. So it looks like we got some CPU cores over here, and then a lower section. We got our main core, O2. Let's just some open space. I'd say this would be engineering. Here's the solar capacitor. And yeah, main core and stuff like that. We've got a lot of room in there. Looks like you could plop in some bigger parts pretty easily. Let's go back in the top section here. So this is above a little bit above where we were before. Yeah, we had the gravity generator down there. So this gets into this top tower area here. So this is going to be open air. Well, well, it does have a ventilator here, but I don't think it would. It wouldn't actually ventilate this area because it's not sealed here. But when we get to a top room here, so we got Wi-Fi on the top. Well, I think we've seen one on the bottom side too, which is convenient to having one in both locations. Give you a better Wi-Fi range for sure. There's kind of a lookout area here on at the top of the station. And then it looks like we got a radar on top of that. Very cool, very cool. Nice ring designed space station. In fact, and you think about reality, but when the time we get to, it's probably not that far away either. When we actually start putting out larger space stations, beyond like the International Space Station and things like that, I do think some variation of a ring design that would be spinning to create artificial gravity in the outside portion of it would probably be the most logical choice that would happen in reality. Makes the most amount of sense. And gravity is important, especially if you're going to be in space for a period of time. Humans have problems if we're out in low gravity or no gravity for an extended period of time. It's not good with how we developed on the planet. So that is definitely the probably most plausible type of station that we would probably build in the probably even this century. So we'll see what happens with that. But okay, well, anyway, that is all the creations I've got. I wanted to show today. Again, they're all vanilla. Two of these are POIs, 2 bases, an SV, a combat CV, and a kind of all-around replica style CV. all very, very cool. Definitely awesome work for everybody. So at the very last part here, I just wanted to show you what I've been doing with this Creel space station. Now, I didn't put out a video on it yesterday. I was a little preoccupied with some other things, and kind of ran out of time to get the video made. And I didn't have a whole lot done at that time either. But last night I got some more time into this. So let me I'll just show you real quick the areas that I did work on. Now I've been doing revisions of other areas. I won't go through all that right now. But when you come in, there's some weird doors actually below these front landing pad doors, and this goes to like another floor section. And I've been kind of trying to work out the aesthetics of what I wanted this area to be and how it's going to look. So, my first thought was this cavey idea, right? I know I said that many times, and I was going to try to do that. But in practice, when I actually started trying to put the blocks together to make it look like a cave, I certainly could not achieve the results that I was seeing on that the asteroid POI. So I ended up kind of like going with a little bit of a hybrid thing. I'm trying to get some of this Xeno mushy stuff going on in here, and some just technical walls and stuff like that all over the place, and just it's all very weird and unique, and little cutouts in the floor. So I'm trying some different things here. It wasn't exactly what I was planning on doing early on, but I don't mind this. So I think it looks all right. You could fall off here and kind of get trapped or something. I don't know how this is going to work out with the POI part of it yet. Hopefully AI and stuff doesn't like jump off the edge and get stuck, but it could happen. So I might need to modify that. And then it kind of wraps over here on this section, and this would go to the module base. So basically, this is that lower floor area that was completely. I didn't even touch it the last time you seen this updated, which was a few days ago now. But so yeah, I just kind of working on that, and I think I did some more work. Started the floor above it. Started like texturing some of these farms and stuff like that. A little bit more work in this area, a little bit more work on the top area, a couple other oddball places that were textured or tweaked. What I got left to do, and it keeps on getting lower and lower. So I've got this room area to do, and short of a couple smaller spaces in the station, it's basically this section here going back to this area is pretty much all the interior space that hasn't been done yet. But even after I do get the interior space done fully on the station, it's going to need some more tweaking. I do plan on, I want to do some floor work to put in some concrete blocks throughout the station and various places and things like that. That'll take a bit of time. I got to work out some of the little intricacies that are POI related, secrets and stuff like that. And I do think I'm going to need to add a little bit more storage in here. Now, right now I've got, I believe, 24 320K storage bays. I was planning on having 30, but I have not actually added another 6 in somewhere yet. But I'm running out of space to do that too, because I keep filling it up with, I don't know, POI stuff, I guess you could say. So, anyway, I just wanted to give you a quick update on where I'm at with this right now. And it is coming along pretty good. My goal, and don't quote me on timing on this, but my goal would be to continue to work on this over the weekend. And then next week, hopefully by then, the early next week, the interior is actually finished to one level. Then I can do a couple of these other projects. I got to work on LCDs, the sensors, a little bit of layout stuff, a bunch of little things, to get it ready to release as a base. And once I do that, and it'll probably be next weekend, I would be my goal is when I would release this to the workshop, the player base version. And then after that, I'm going to have to make quite a few changes and a lot of testing and add POI elements to it, spawners and all that fun stuff, and try to really plan that out, play it a few times, see how it works out, try to get it tweaked. So could be a week or two after the player base version gets released is when the POI version would actually get released. Now I will try to definitely send that over to like Vermilion and maybe even Elion, and we'll see if anybody wants it in as a POI in the game. So that is about all I've got for you today, and really cool stuff. A lot of work put in by a lot of different authors, some amazing stuff. As I see this stuff too, I'm always learning too. I mean, when I'm looking at all these POIs, I see, you know, things done that I haven't seen done before, combination of blocks. In this case, again, this isn't the first time I've seen a really cool looking asteroid POI type setup. But man, this is amazing, just amazing. The other one was very good too. But it's amazing what you can do with this element. It's almost like I kind of wish there was a legal way you could use this on a regular player base, like this terrain type of stuff. So then you could make a player base, have all what this has going on in it, which I think would really open up the possibility on a lot of different kinds of bases and things like that too. Anyway, y'all have yourself a good day, good weekend, and I will talk to you later.